on this 50-point inspection. From Rek-Lis Brewing Company out of Bethlehem, New Hampshire, I have their Humble Hopper, which is a neipa coming in at 7% ABV. On the back here, it says, hop softly and carry big flavor. Don't take yourself too seriously. We don't. Stay humble, live in the now, and enjoy this beer. Don't worry about the next one, or the next one, or the next one, or the next one. This more approachable neipa is what you get when its cousin, pretentious hopper, takes a few deep breaths, recites a mantra, and gets over itself. Being humble does not mean less than, but sometimes less is more. Wiggle your nose over a pint, take a tentative sip, and you'll see this humble hopper can stand next to even the most pretentious IPAs. We use the same cool guy hops as pretentious hopper, citra, mosaic, and amarillo, and gave it the same thick mouthfeel. We find the result to be less intense and just as enjoyable. No canned on date on this one, but I'd say it's pretty fresh. It was just in the packy this week, so it wasn't there last week. Go ahead and pour it and put it through this inspection. Alright, let's shine some more light on this. There we go. We got a nice tight bubbled white head, frothy head. The color of the beer itself is a deep gold, almost going into a copper. This one is hazy. So what I did was, because I've had one of these before, and I realized that the first pouring of it, this comes out very clear. There's a lot of sediment at the bottom of the can that actually helps to haze this one up. So that's what I did, but it looks the part of a neipa now, so it looks good. Let's go for the full inspection. Cheers. Alright, so for the appearance, I'm going to give this one the 6 out of 6. Out of the flavors, out of the aromas, I mean, there's a bit of like an orange nose, kind of a bit of like a dark guava type aroma, kind of like just dark tropical citrus notes coming through as far as anything from the hops. Out of the malt itself, the malt in this one's pretty, it's pretty malty on the aromas. There's a deep brown bread, and there's a bit of like a caramel sweetness. It kind of smells a bit off. I'm going to give the aromas a 6 out of 10. For the flavors, once again, with the malt is kind of more forward in this one. With caramel kind of coming through first and foremost on the palate, a bit of bread notes. It's kind of an orange rind, tangerine, very dark tropical type notes, so maybe like a little bit of like a baked pineapple type note in there. This one has a low bitterness, but the bitterness does kind of linger on with like the caramel notes from the malt. Medium semi-soft kind of body feel to it with like a light carbonation, maybe just barely getting into the medium carbonation level, so it's on the lighter side for sure. I'm going to give the flavors a 13 out of 19. The body on this, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. My overall on this one, it does just taste a little bit off to me. Lots of that caramel coming through. in the malt. So I think too much crystal, too much crystal. Probably 40 or so using this one. I'm guessing. I didn't brew it, but there's a noticeable caramel. So 6 out of 10 for my overall on this one. So for the Rek-Lis Brewing Company's Humble Hopper New England IPA, it's going to get a BuMpY 36 out of 50, which is going to land it at the very tail end of good. So cheers, and thank you all for watching.